this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous four-time champs and feel the power! It's a new day, yes it is!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the four-time tag team champions?
The following is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over. This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jey, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing two super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure. Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens. So that's what it's all about, the tag team titles. The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
Two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
All the talking we've heard.
Back in the house with a 9-4.
member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business
There you see what it's all about. Tag. Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match with a pinfall and submission has happen inside the ring. In the roll up here.
Wow. Jimmy gets the shoulder up early.
Probably knew that wasn't going to be enough at this stage, but every time you cover your opponent, you make them kick out. Every kick out exerts...
The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
2 of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match with the pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
Corey, a few weeks... The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
2 of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing, too.
Isolating the foot.
Oh, God. One wicked attack after another.
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, 2 teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons has almost become...
The champ is pinned. We might have a new champion here. Kicks out at just 1.
Easy kick out there, but they'll get harder soon.
Calculating the next move here. Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Oh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
Jimmy Uso with a well-timed shot. Running Bulldog. Oh, God, that hurt.
Ooh, what a jumping headbutt. Ooh, sharp elbow. And Woods avoids that one. Boom. Oh.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just from the top. Ooh!
both champs down. This one's for everything. He comes to the rescue for his team.
Picture perfect drop kick
For the title.
and the glory.
The challenger fending off the 2 count.
We are this far into the match. Where is this energy coming from?
Jimmy saw it coming. The champ goes for the cover. Gets there. Teammate makes the save.
Lands an elbow.
Suplex. Here we go. Jimmy going up high.
Top rope.
Uso splash.
Innovative offense from the Usos. Could end it all right here.
What a display of strength here. Running power slam. Well, that'll do some serious damage.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat.
The champ in a very bad way.
But I highly doubt anybody's going to throw in the towel, though. Uh-oh.
Saw it coming and took him down.
New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not...
Looked in and enters back into the ring.
The New Day might be on the verge of retaining. Over, nice, DDT.
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn...
No, he gets the shoulder up.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
And Big E falls to a counter.
Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have... to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rival.
Top rope. Uso splash. Will that be enough to win the titles? Cover. New champ incoming. Oh, God.
He gets back into the ring.
Oh, to the arm. Terrible.
What a forearm shiver.
Soul kick.
Jimmy Uso just trying to humiliate his opponent now.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Took him out at the knee.
Now the pin for the championship.
Stopping the ref's count there.
Oh, and the chair projected right to their face. The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos...
Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
Quick count out after one.
Still not enough to put him away. Tight spot for Jay here.
Launched with a belly-to-belly. Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
Shoulders down to retain. Wards off the pin at 2.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out. Oh, stiff uppercut. Oh, and an uppercut.
Might have lost the tooth.
The challenger is getting torn into.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not.
Flying.
Oh, and a diving Hurricane Rana.
Now out of the ring to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Oh, look at this. What a headbutt.
Big E on the move.
Oh, incredible elevation from the big man.
2.
The powerhouse of the New Day has his opponent up. The big ending from Big E.
Could be game over for the Usos. We're well into the match, and he still seems so fresh. It's almost unbelievable.
Big E looking frustrated here, guys. He really needs to dial back in and refocus. And the Usos are 5-time tag team champions.
Here are your winners, Jimmy and Jay.
The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
Oh, nothing fancy here. Tasting victory.
The early quick cover, title on the line.
Some good contact by Jey Uso.
On point.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the 2 best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are 2 very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Usos challenging the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. New Day chose this helmet for the title. New champ. He forces a break before the count of 2.
It'll take more than that to hold him down. Suplex.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
It would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of the elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
Oh, man.
He's in his clutches. Ooh.
Super kick!
Good night.
Oh! Boom uppercut!
That'll knock you silly.
Being carried around now. Cover to be crowned champion. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the 3.
This is no time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming.
Oh, kick right in the face. Gonna let Tim down. Gonna stack them up here. Champ is in agony here.
The way the cell tests your endurance, your resiliency is no joke. Oh, man.
Usos and New Day going at it. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good.
And what a reversal from Jey Uso.
Talking to Xavier, he told me that one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match could finally put an end to it for good. Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Oh, that'll rock you. Oh, strong impact. Hung across the top rope.
Here's the pin. Title could be decided. Stop the pin, preventing this match from ending.
Foot to the belly.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton.
The champ with the pin.
Instantly, he has his shoulders up.
Shrugging off the pin like it's nothing, and after this match is already gone for so long.
And the Usos' confidence got a bit shaken there.
Woods showing an aggression that won't be contained.
Cover! We can have a new champ here!
Ooh. Dangerous position for the referee there.
And the champ beats the count early.
How'd he do that?
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. Into the ring again now.
Oh, God. Right to the cranium.
Maneuvers out of the way.
Clothesline. So effective.
Oh, good night.
Drop kick from behind.
He wants this fight on the outside. If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick. Oh. Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
The champ struggling to fight back.
Could be getting into a dire situation soon.
Power slam. Good night. Caught with a punch. Oh, that might have just broken something.
This is a frightening sight for Big E's opponent.
With a big splash. Oh!
Big E! Big ending. The New Day might be on the verge of retaining. Oh! Hazardous position as Jimmy gains his footing. Big E!
Big E with a big ending.
Could be game over for the Usos.
The champ with the cover. Into the cover. And a kick out. What on earth?
You gotta be kidding me. What just happened?
I don't know, but I think it just blew the roof off this arena.
There's no smile on Big E. The New Day retain the title.
Here are your winners.
The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit.
Schoolboy applied to put this one away.
And he kicks out quick.
He was really looking for a quick pinfall there.
So many amazing matches between these two teams. The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
Two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
And these attacks are for the title. New champ.
He's able to end the pin count there.
Oh my God! And Xavier Woods reverses. These attacks of the champ are adding up.
Yeah, the Usos not looking thrown off in the least.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it.
Punching their way out of that one.
So many amazing matches between. Oh! Crashing to the floor. Bang! And he has an answer for Big E. Oh! Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
Oh, ouch.
Haymaker connects.
Ah, what an uppercut. So impactful. Bam! Oh! Up and around and tilt-a-whirl slam.
Oh, and Jey Uso goes for a quick ride. New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
Took him out at the knee.
Has the champ pinned. Is this it? Kick it out before the count.
I don't know what more this superstar can do to put him away.
Hits the drop kick.
Drops the hammer right on the lower back.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
It would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of the elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
Nice takedown, stacked for the
Late pin, championship on the...
letting his opponent out of the pin.
Yeah, gotta wonder what he's thinking.
Shows great wherewithal there. And he now slides back into the ring.
Oh, tossed to ringside. All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing, too.
These 1 counts are going to get harder and harder to kick out of.
And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Back suplex.
Very nice.
The champion taking a task here.
And in these situations, it's hard to not get desperate, to start going for Hail Mary plays. Brought in the hard way.
Ooh, hard into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the 2 best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are 2 very proud teams.
Lights out here.
Oh, no, maybe not. Not sure what the plan is here.
He's not ready for this to end. Coming back from the outside now. Gets lifted into position.
Oh my goodness, this will not end well.
And an elbow.
Ripcord lariat.
What grace. Float over to the DDT.
Fight.
And the champ's in really rough shape now.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now.
Usos and New Day going at it. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New...
Got the cover. Looking to hang on to the title.
Kick out after one from the challenger.
All the punishment he's taken, and yet he's still in this match? If you're going to grab a kendo stick, you better be prepared to use it.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos is not...
Has the champ pin? Is this it?
I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
Oh, man!
Boom, impact!
Oh, my God! Oh!
Back into the ring now.
Ooh, got clipped by the thrown kendo stick.
Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
Talking to Xavier, he told me that one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaos.
Big E! Big ending! Could be game over for the Usos.
Is it enough? Is this the end?
How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point?
There's no smile on Big E's face right now after that kick out. He knows he has to be all business. Jimmy Uso with a well-timed shot.
Holy cow!
Shoulders down. Championship on the line. Shoulder up. Shoulder up.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
Boom.
Boom, right across the small of the back. Drops the hammer. Right on the lowest back.
Pin. Title on the line.
Champ's in trouble.
Something of a cocky decision. And him just stopping the pin like that.
Piercing the...
Here we go for the championship. No idea what he's planning here.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything good, Cole.
Taking his time, preparing to attack.
That uppercut, nasty. Yeah, that one looks to have busted Big E up.
Big E able to get out of the way.
Textbook.
We can have a new champ here. He just might regret this decision.
Big E gets drawn in. Oh my gosh!
Pop right in the stomach creates the separation.
Tornado DDT! Talk about devastation.
Lots of damage under the challenger now.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not.
Uh-oh. Harlem sidekick. Ooh. Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
I think it's time to make...
Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. He gets sent straight down to the floor.
Ooh, vicious right forearm.
And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash. The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And there's, look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs, using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down and trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jay back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos!
Yeah, Ayos. Let's welcome these folks to the Uso Penitentiary.
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, But they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Oh, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world.
I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match, and she said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley.
Women's Championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Bayley versus Naomi. SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a 3-time Women's Champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs her title back.
Caught that. Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley, take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her, and maybe humble Bayley a little bit.
Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Bayley. Having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying an exhausting weight on her shoulder for a long time.
I don't think it's anything Bayley can't handle, Cole. Once you reach the mountaintop, you play.
Brace for this impact!
Like a guillotine.
Momentum is really on Naomi. Side.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
Bayley sent flying.
And taking flight. You gotta be kidding me. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward. Naomi for broke. And this high risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up from way up. Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
The high risk just resulted in a big splat.
Oof. Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat the champion into the pin. On the ropes, so that'll end the pin. Clubbing blow to the back. Slap.
Oh my goodness.
What a smash.
That is just insulting. Just disrespectful. Uh-oh, we're gonna see it? There it is.
Your favorite move, Saxton.
Beef.
Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure.
Roll through. Oh, pin for the victory.
Not much behind that pin attempt. She probably didn't expect it to put her away there, but she's put her on notice.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying an exhausting weight on her shoulder for a long time.
I don't think it's anything Bayley can't handle, Cole. Once you reach the mountain, perched up top. Whoa, look out.
From all the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring. A factor to consider in this match is that Naomi took some time off to rejuvenate herself, to get her mind right, to refocus on her desire to once again be champion here in WWE. So this isn't necessarily the same Naomi the WWE Universe or Bayley is used to.
And Naomi says that after taking time off, she's better physically and mentally than she's ever been in her career. And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here.
Byron, you've talked a lot about this change in Bayley and how people can't believe that this is the type of person she's turned into.
Well, it comes down to career frustration. Bayley is frustrated with her career progression. The way things were when she was hugging and smiling.
It's not about frustration, Saxton. It's about realization. Bayley realized she never got the respect that she deserves from the WWE.
Slugging it out, toe-to-toe now.
Ooh. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Ooh. The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Who will break first? That is the question.
That was absolutely drained, but both nothing pretty about this. Just a good old Donnybrook here.
Oh, getting the better of that exchange.
Naomi finds her target with that one. I don't think I've ever seen a champion feel as disrespected as Bayley has, Corey, because Bayley's talked a lot about how people think she's an afterthought as a champion. Everybody talks about Becky Lynch on Raw. They're now talking about Rhea Ripley in NXT. But Bayley has been the longest reigning champ in SmackDown history.
And forearm gonna cut off the wind. Guillotine applied. The neck just being wrenched away. Gotta find a way out of the guillotine. They're not gonna last long while they're bridging out.
Incredible.
Takedown, and now punches right. What a shot. And any one of those shots could take a champion into the pin.
And a kick out. Just powered out. Bayley in full control here. Bayleyplex.
And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley if she changed. And she said, I didn't change. I just did what I had to do, and look what I've done.
Well, you're right. Love it or hate it, Bayley's doing what she's had to do by hook or by crook to maintain a stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Looking helpless right now. And knew what was coming there. Oh, slingshot all the way down to the floor.
Face, meat floor.
I think I see a few teeth on the floor.
Insulting. That's telling your opponent, you don't deserve to share this stage with me.
And she slides her back to the mat.
Bayley avoids the assault.
Rising to her feet, and she's going to be met with something fierce.
Quick thinking from Naomi. Forearm smash. Ooh.
Lands in the drop zone. Oh. body wipes them out.
Naomi's heading up top. Back into the ring she comes.
From the top, double axe handle connects.
Right away, she starts climbing again. Oh, diving leg drop!
Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Horse forearm draped across the middle rope. And down. Oof.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
She's back in the ring now.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Sending her up on the top rope. And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the? I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger
is ready. Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry. Sunset flip applied.
not done there. There it is. 6.
A couple of knees and then another one, and that'll force the break. Oh, kick right to the back of the leg. Bayley's gonna
boom. There's the rope plan. Perfect execution from the champ.
Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
You gotta be kidding me. Everyone here is in shock.
And Bayley is... And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in.
Rope break putting a firm stop to that submission attempt.
Ooh, what a full-on club.
And able to beat Bayley to the punch.
Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
Taking flight. What? Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
And now thrown back into the ring. I can't believe she's going back again. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me?
Took a gamble once, took a gamble again, and hit the jackpot twice.
Thinking about a rolling pin. Watch this.
Oh, wow. Look at the left, shoulders down.
Oh, and quick resiliency from the challenger.
She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more she can take. Bayley to belly. And staying with it into the cover.
2. Bayley retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still
Bayley versus Naomi. SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Ooh, double axe handle.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying an exhausting weight on her shoulder for a long time. And completely missed the mark.
What a spectacular misfire.
And that is why we say, don't try this at home, viewers. Because
from the top rope,
look out below!
You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. But I can't say it didn't pay off. Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match.
Clothesline! What impact!
Less and less time remaining on the count. And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here.
Really cutting it close there.
Oh.
And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley if she changed. And she said, I didn't change. I just did what I had to do, and look what I've done.
Well, you're right. Love it or hate it, Bayley's doing what she's had to do by hook or by crook to maintain a stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Oh! Bang! Crucial counter there.
Big forearm.
Right into a spike DDT.
Champ caught off guard by that. Oh! Ricocheting off the turnbuckles.
She's vulnerable. Up on the top turnbuckle.
Positioning it. Top rope. Heading up there. This is not going to be good. Could be catastrophic.
Superplex! Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment. Big offense could be coming here.
And here we go. Championships.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
And they're going shot for shot, blow for blow. Naomi put a stop to that.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Back and forth. Neither one giving up any ground.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now. Just going off with everything they've got now. I thought they were going to keep that up all night.
Calf kick right on point.
Naomi really making Bayley feel the glow here.
Oh. Look at this. This is outrageous athleticism. What a head scissor takeover.
Naomi finds her target with that one.
Rear view by Naomi. We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
No, we did it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the Wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afa and Sika. And then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano and a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Alpha and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced any...
2-on-2 tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. He could be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover.
Oh, gosh.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma, and nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train, it's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
And just being tossed away there. You have to be in peak physical condition to pull off a move with that much weight behind it.
Oh, what a forearm.
Haslam set up in the corner of the ring.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
I see how it is. Going to take any shortcut to bypass.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
Alpha Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here.
Backbreaker. Backbreaker.
And Alpha is clearly looking for a fight here. A table! And guys, I don't think there will be any play settings.
Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Well, maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Alpha and Sika want to do is rush head first into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. Sky high!
Headbutt lands.
Devon has to avoid that kind of offense if he wants to be in this match.
Yeah, he better regroup fast before someone uses this moment to send him smashing through a table. He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together.
Heading back into the ring now.
Punch to the stomach connects.
Oh, incredible power. Wow, what a vertical suplex.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it'll take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back.
Drives his opponent down with a Uranagi.
Sika one step ahead.
No, fresh on flesh. Nothing pretty about it.
That's yours in your head. He's looking fairly drained.
The purpose of this match is to soften up your opponent before you inevitably put them through the table. And that's exactly what we're seeing here, Cole.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there. Boom. Punch right in the head. Boom, what a punch.
Uh-oh, here it is. Accolade.
Slides out the back door. And he is free.
He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party. Clearly thinking a steel chair is what's needed right about now. Oh, runs right into the table.
Bang!
Looks like he just got rocked there.
Yeah, watching Devon aggressively work the opposition.
And Alpha unable to gain focus there.
Devon looking to push the advantage after that.
Clothesline! I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
Popped up into the Bubba Cutter by Bubba Ray. That was the Dudley Boys showing the Wild Samoans what tag team wrestling.
Take off. Misses big time. Oof.
Oh, what a headbutt. Ah, just like that, he's busted wide open.
Opening up the floodgates.
Counters.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
Down to opponent and a double axe handle.
Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
Whipped into the corner with tremendous force. The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial, had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope.
Scoop slam! And taking aim right at the midsection with this offense.
Oh, what a headbutt. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight. Alpha gets intercepted.
That table has only one destiny, and it involves being broken in half.
And slides back into the ring.
Ooh, headbutt. Oh, nothing pretty about that.
This is a war of wills at this point.
Taking on so much offense. You got to worry about the lingering effects.
Reversal. And that turn.
I don't think this table's going to last much longer. Devon hoists his opponent up. Feels like it's over for Bubba. The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Dudleyville.
Oh, takes a big clean hit from the table. I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's
Taking flight.
Taking a flight to nowhere.
Boy, he is setting up the table, taking this to a whole nother level.
Not a good spot to be in. Carrying the opposition. And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
That powerbomb was absolutely worthy of both halves of its name.
And Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 Showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the Promised Land. He's violent. He's strong. He's fast. He's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's Rogue Bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question the future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice.
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Solo and Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wes Lee.
NXT 2.0 celebrating its first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man.
Hayes has a look right now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day on his North American title reign.
Well, after what Melo and Trick just did to Wes Lee, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place?
What? Now this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness. Melo had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Melo and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Melo-bration and getting a real match.
And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline get even more gold tonight?
Gosh. Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American Championship, but that was a long time ago. Melo thought Sikoa was in his rearview mirror.
These two men took part in a triple threat for the North American title back at Spring Break and 5 months ago. But they essentially canceled each other out that night, and neither man left with the title. Tonight, we're going to see who the better man is, and it'll be the one who leaves with the title.
Got to be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal Falls Count Anywhere match last month here in NXT, and he just faced Drew McIntyre on SmackDown just a few days ago.
Yeah, it's very unlikely that Solo's knee is 100% today. Melo needs to focus on further damaging that knee.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship.
Whoa, ouch. You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm.
Schoolboy into the pin.
He's on the ropes, and the ref calls off the count.
Oh, drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back. Uh-oh.
And Carmelo gets cut off.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Whoa, stiff headbutt. Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked.
Nice escape.
Springboard.
Went for the springboard and missed. Trick Williams cheering on Carmelo Hayes. You cannot deny the impact Trick has had since he joined his childhood friend's side.
Yeah, that decision to bring Trick Williams into NXT. Oh, looking to end this.
The Schoolboy.
Just mounted with punches and not at a
pin to decide the championship. He kicks out before the count starts.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole, his opponent included.
With the lariat.
Using his body as a weapon. And gentlemen, we may be moments away from the Street Champ becoming the North American Champ.
Samoan drop. What a main event this has been for the one-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show the world what he can do.
And if Solo didn't have this breakout year, maybe his cousin Roman Reigns wouldn't have trusted him enough to be part of the bloodline.
And he gets directed into the corner. Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
Well, you can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Oh, and a spinning Solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours. Uh-oh, winding up. There's a Samoan spike. Ouch. The challenger clearing a path to the title. What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa.
is your new champion. It is the North American title now going to SmackDown. This has to be the...